What is going on, guys, and welcome to the video. So I know that you guys are waiting patiently for my 1-month update video on my all-in experience. However, I did want to make this quick video first. I appreciate your patience with my all-in update video. It's going to be really good, really worth the wait. I'm going to be talking about all the ins and outs of my experience, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm also going to be including 2 different interviews that I did with a girl and a guy, so you can get 2 different perspectives. So I'm really excited to share it with you. So make sure to stay tuned, and that will be my next video. So like I said, before that video goes up, I really wanted to make this video first because I think I need to clarify the difference between my all-in approach and my cheat days. And I can totally see how some people can be a little bit confused. I really thought that it was important that I made this video so I can clarify the difference and I can make sure that everyone is on the same page and I don't send confusing messages about my content before I move on with talking about all of my all-in stuff. So I really wanted to make it clear that I've actually been dealing with extreme hunger probably since I competed back in 2014. It's just that I had no idea what it was called, but now I have a name for it. A few years ago on my channel, some of you may remember that I actually did a lean bulk. And when I was describing why I was doing a lean bulk, I did mention that it's because I have a really big appetite. And I was hoping that doing a lean bulk would decrease my food focus. So I put on some weight. I think I added a nice bit of muscle, but in terms of my appetite or food focus, I think it was completely unsuccessful. I was still just as hungry and I was still just as food focused. It was after I did my lean bulk that was when I actually decided to start doing cheat days in the first place. So I decided to do cheat days because I just really wanted these occasional days that were, stress-free. I didn't have to track. I didn't have to think about what I was eating. I could just eat whatever I wanted, and just like have fun with the day. So that was when I decided to do cheat days because I thought that it was really gonna help my hunger and even just like my mental sanity, just to have a few days, here and there that I could just really eat to my satiety. And I don't wanna throw shade at if it's your macros or flexible dieting, but personally, I tried that and it didn't work for me. It was like having a bit of a donut or a bit of candy here and there to try to fit into my macros. It was almost just like an insult to my appetite. And to be honest with you, I'm not the only person who feels this way.
I can't just have one piece of chocolate every day as a treat instead of a cheat day. That's just an insult to my appetite. Also, I would have to control myself non-stop, and that's just really draining.
Some pepperoni and something. Ooh, don't do them like that! These Lenny and Larry macadamia nut cookies. I only eat them on cheat days. They're full of sugar. You already know, macadamia. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
So having a bit of candy here and there, it made things worse. I would just have a little bite of something and it would honestly make my hunger way worse. That's why I thought cheat days would be really effective at just getting all of those cravings out all in one day. And then in between those cheat days, I would just make sure that I was eating pretty clean and healthy so I could balance my body composition with having these cheat days in between days of eating pretty clean. It was actually really nice, and it was actually pretty crazy how effective cheat days were at blunting my appetite. It worked better than my lean bulk. It worked better than any refeeds that I would try to implement to try to control my hunger, and it worked better than doing a traditional diet break. Trust me, I've tried everything, and cheat days just seemed to work really well for me, and it did a really good job of blunting my appetite for at least 3 to 4 days after the cheat day. It's just that after those 3 to 4 days, my hunger and my food focus would slowly start to creep back in. But I want to make it really, really clear. Cheat days are not the reason that I'm in the position that I'm in now, where I have this extreme hunger because I was putting myself in this severe caloric deficit just to have these cheat days. That's not true. I actually started having cheat days to try to fix my extreme hunger because I've had it way before I had cheat days. So I just want to make that clear because I think that's been a source of of confusion that cheat days caused all of this, and that's why I'm going all in. That's not true. Cheat days were just a means to try to fix my extreme hunger. And honestly, I continue to do cheat days because it seemed like a win-win for everybody. They were super fun. They were days that I could just go stress-free and eat whatever I wanted. You guys seemed to really enjoy them, and I just really enjoyed making those videos. So like I said, it just seemed like a win-win. So this differs from my all-in approach, which is where I give myself unconditional permission to eat whatever it is that I want when I want, similar to a cheat day, but I focus on eating minimally processed, whole foods, mostly on a daily basis. And this is obviously because I don't want to eat junk every single day. I obviously care how I feel on a day-to-day basis. I want to make sure that, I'm keeping my health in check, as well as getting in my micronutrients. And the foods that I eat during my all-in days are generally like high satiety index foods. Like I eat a lot of starchy tubers like potatoes, lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, lean protein. But of course, I like to incorporate some balance into my life, so I do allow myself some processed foods. However, it is the reason I think that I only, end up eating between like 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, because I'm not eating like super calorically dense foods like I do on a cheat day. So with all of that being said, I'm still going to have cheat days, which will just be like a normal all-in day for me. It's just that I'll probably have a little bit more junk food on those days. And lastly, I really want to touch on something that I think is a little bit taboo to talk about, especially in the fitness industry, but I'm going to put myself in a really vulnerable position right now, and I'm just going to be like as open and honest with you guys. Like, this is something that I think needs to be brought up. So in the fitness industry, I think talking about like clean eating is kind of swept under the rug, because I think that everybody, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people in fitness are on this spectrum of orthorexia, where, we have our chicken and broccoli every single day, 5 times a day. And I think that, in general, a lot of people, some are more extreme than others, are more or less orthorexic. And I think I fell on that spectrum. And I don't think that I was super, severe on that spectrum, but I do think that because my goals were, physique focused, I had a fitness channel, I felt like I needed to eat really clean to keep my body composition in check. And I felt like I needed to look fit and lean all the time, because I felt that that's just the way that I was supposed to look. I'm just going to be really honest and say that I think my, clean eating is the reason that I'm here. And I think that I've been doing this clean eating approach since 2014, like since I've competed, because I just didn't know that there was any other way. But I just wanted to be very clear that I think that's the reason why I'm here. I put myself through cycles of being in caloric deficits or in building phases, and then back in a caloric deficit to do a cut or something like that. And all of these things accumulated over the years is the reason why I'm here. And the reason why I think taking this all-in approach is what is really overall going to help me get out of this cycle of just being hungry all the time. And I know that I made it pretty clear in my first all-in video, but I just want to say it again. I'm not in any way saying that you should do this. I am just doing this for me, because this is genuinely what I think is going to help me and work for me to help me fix my extreme hunger. So I don't want you to think that I'm like trying to tell you what to do or to tell you that this is what you should do. I'm just trying to show you my journey. And I also think that it's really important to show you the whole process, because you can still be fit and be at a higher body fat percentage and still be healthy. I just really want to show you guys that I can still be in fitness and still train and, be a part of this fitness community just at a higher body fat percentage and be comfortable in my bigger body. And I will be getting into my current weight gain and my predicted weight gain in my all-in update video, but I really hope that this video clarifies, everything and all the confusion that people were having with my all-in approach and cheat days, and that we can all move forward just being on the same page. I also know that no matter what I do, because this is just the way the internet works, is that not everyone is always going to agree with my approach. Not everyone's going to agree with anything I say on the internet. internet, but I kind of just want to, from here on out, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane. I'm gonna do what I think is right for me. I'm just gonna take you guys along, and if you guys wanna follow my journey, you guys can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but this is just where I am right now, and I'm just gonna try to stay in my own lane and just do what I think is right for me. I want to thank you all for your amazing support. Those of you who have sent me DMs, who have emailed me, all of your sweet comments and your words of encouragement to keep it going doesn't go unnoticed. And I don't know if I would be brave enough to continue doing all of this without all of your support. I hope that you continue to follow along, and I will see you really soon. Bye.